go. Here we are once again. Michael Gonzalez, New Mexico Motor Events, and
Drew Garcia, Outlaw Desert Racing. What's up, New Mexico?
yeah. Hey, what? Our backdrop changed. What happened?
Man, this place
We're not
is
at Cafe
sick,
Bella.
dude.
No, we're
I
not in the
know.
bar. Yeah. What do you think about this? They got old stuff, new stuff, everything.
Unbelievable.
BMW,
Sandia.
yeah, Sandia BMW Motorrad. You know what else? We got a special guest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's Chris. We got
Bring him
the
in.
General Manager of BMW Motorrad. Chris,
What up,
come
Chris?
on in,
Come
man.
on in, brother.
Come on in. Yeah, look at
Nice.
this.
What's up, guys? How's it
Hey,
going,
hey,
man?
hey,
Good to
hey,
see you,
hey,
sir.
good
Yes,
to see
sir.
you. Awesome. Thanks for
thanks so much
joining
for
us.
coming in.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us. We're super excited. The reason that we're here, one of the major reasons that we're here is Chris is awesome, but besides that, Sandia BMW in general, and Mini, and Motorrad, is one of our major sponsors for
Sweet.
the
Motorfest,
NM
baby.
Motorfest.
Yeah.
June 28th. So we thought we'd come down, do a little talking,
Yeah.
do a little hustle.
I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at all the bikes, man.
Oh,
These
there's so many
are
bikes in
sick.
here. We're literally
Yeah,
in the
a few in
showroom.
there.
The F900s,
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
You
How
guys
many-
got to get down here and check these out.
That's right. About how many bikes do you carry in inventory generally?
Between 50 and 60 a month.
Yeah, so you got plenty to select from. You know, it's like a takeout menu. I'll take this one, that one, this one.
Whatever your flavor is.
Yeah, there's
Very
7
cool.
days in the week, so you can have 7 bikes.
Yeah, and they're all adventure bikes, or well, you got street, you got dirt, you got everything.
Sport, we got
They
everything.
have everything.
Yep.
Yeah, they got
Awesome,
used
man.
inventory. They got sometimes they have sidecars. Sometimes they have, all kinds of cool stuff. That's
Absolutely,
really
man, for
cool.
sure.
So why don't we let Chris tell us a little bit about what's going on here at BMW, because he's got stuff to do, and we're just talking, and we'll talk forever.
Yeah,
right.
well, you guys do talk a lot, that's for sure. No, but yeah, we got a lot of things happening.
Cool.
We've got a busy month coming up here in June.
Nice.
Of course, we got the NM Motorfest coming up on the 28th.
Yeah.
Very excited about that. But also, we have our Wheels and Coffee. That's Saturday before.
That's
on the
right.
21st.
That's right.
That's always a big hit. We get about
Perfect.
between 200 and 300 people here.
Nice.
Awesome cars, awesome motorcycles. That's one of our biggest events we have.
Nice.
And then, nice thing is, the next day on the 29th, after our event, we're actually holding an adventure ride with Clear
Oh,
Moto and
sweet.
Sandia BMW.
Nice.
Oh.
We're taking it's called a destination ride.
Awesome.
And we're actually taking a ride through the back mountains down to Magdalena to have lunch at Tumbleweeds.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
So
Beautiful.
that should be
Nice.
nice. So anybody who wants to join, please look at our website.
That's awesome.
The link's there to share and to sign up and so on. So,
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it should be a blast.
That sounds, Chris, for people that are watching this that are not familiar with this space, tell us a little bit about Clear Moto. What they
Well,
do.
Clear Moto.
Yeah.
So my wife Cassie Meyer runs Clear Moto. It's a, but it's a on-road and off-road adventure bike company, the training company.
Nice.
And she does training for new riders and up to experienced riders, either on or off-road.
Very
Nice.
And she's local, but she can also travel, so she travels all over. She's actually in Alaska right now,
Whoa.
training for 2 weeks with a
Nice.
dealership up there.
Nice.
But she does a lot of local stuff here and in Arizona and in Colorado and just all over the place.
That's
So,
great. And then
good
sometimes
stuff.
she does, thank you for that. And then sometimes she'll focus just on female riders and aptitudes in that discipline. Is that correct?
Yeah, she does.
Cool.
But most of her clients are male.
Nice.
But she does it. She helps everybody out.
Nice. She does this great thing, Drew, where she'll go out when she's doing an event and she'll gently lay her bike down.
Oh, wow.
And people are like, "Oh, do you need help with that?" And she's like, "Hold on." And then when
gonna
people
show
gather
you how to
around,
put
she
your own
goes,
bike up.
"This is
Okay,
how much I
yeah.
weigh. This is how much the bike weighs. We're fortunate because we're on level ground. But let me show you how you would properly recover this." And she picks that bike up like it's nothing. She makes it
Yeah.
look easy.
That's
it's all about
awesome.
technique, like wrestling, you know.
100% technique.
Yeah.
The best part of it is when she actually drops the bike either in training
Whoops.
or off-road, and then all the guys run towards her to help, and she just puts her hands up and says, "Stop.
No.
I got this." Yeah.
We've got this. Let me show you how to do this. That's great.
I know a lot of dirt bike riders out there that might want to take that class. So check it out.
Good idea, man.
Those bikes.
We
are
all know a little bit of training here and there. Helps
Yeah.
out, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Even though those bikes are super light, once they get racing, long
yeah,
term,
they
they
fall
start
flat.
getting
They get
fatigued,
tired.
and you just
Absolutely.
can't pick up anything, much
Yeah.
less your arms.
Absolutely.
You just got to go like this and lean into it. Yeah. Well,
cool.
Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything else coming up?
No, that's pretty much what we got going on for this month, and of course
Yeah.
every month we have something happening. So
Awesome.
Again, thanks so much for coming by, guys.
Oh no, we
it.
appreciate it. Just
Yeah,
to recap,
you.
so we have Sandia BMW on the vehicle side, and then this is BMW Motorrad. I was saying before we went on air, we're going to do it like 80s Motorrad. Anyway, and then next door you have Sandia MINI. which is like Mini Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they have great displays in these facilities. If you haven't been here, there's a lot of vintage stuff. They have an upstairs where sometimes they teach courses or do training.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Chris, your hours for the motorcycle dealership, you're six days a week?
No, we're 5 days a week.
5 days a
Yeah,
week.
Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6.
Tuesday
and then
through
Saturday
Friday.
from 9 to 5.
And they can come see you and say, I gotta get my BMW on?
Yep.
All right,
For
come
sure.
on down. Now you know who to talk to. Well, thanks for coming
Thanks,
out,
guys.
man.
Really appreciate it.
He's
Thank
got
you so
stuff
much.
to do, so he's gonna
Very nice to
bounce out of here.
All right.
And we're gonna keep yapping. So, hey, what's going on with Outlaw Desert Racing,
Oh
Drew?
man, a lot of stuff's going on. But first of all, we just had the Baja 500, so we had
Yeah.
a lot of the New Mexico boys go down there.
How'd they
Metal
do?
Center, Herman and Austin Johnson took their Can-Am Pro Turbo down there. They were battling all day. I think they got about 346 miles, and then they had equipment failure to the transmission. So they fought with it. They changed out the transmission like 2 or 3 times, but they're definitely having an issue there. But those guys run hard. They're running
Just
with the
out
big
there in the
boys.
dirt,
yeah,
changing
so,
trannies.
And it's not like
Man.
you have 3 transmissions to put in there, but Herman Johnson, he's the man.
Yeah.
Metal Center,
Pretty good.
they bring it.
Yeah.
So. But he did a great job, and I know he'll be back. And
Nice.
they got Baja, they got the 400 coming up, and then Baja 1000. So, and I hope to
That's
see
cool.
him out here in New Mexico soon. As far as their local track, they're both Herman and Austin, father and son team.
Nice.
They're out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So good job, Metal Center. And then
Yeah.
Cowboy Cerrone, Josh Felix, the superstar from San Diego. They were out there battling in the Monster Can-Am Toyo tires. They were battling it out, and
Nice.
they got a long way also, but they did have some equipment failure. So, but
Man.
I just talked to Josh Felix, and he says, man, it's a bummer, but that's how we roll. So they'll be back for the Baja 400,
That's
man.
such a thanks, man. That's
It'll be
such
cool.
a nice way to say that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I come from the other school. Yeah, we broke it. We sent it too hard, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And
We
those guys-
trashed it.
So these
Equipment failure.
Cowboy Cerrone, UFC fighter. I mean, they go all out, and
Yeah.
they're in it to win it. So the Johnsons, Cerrone, Felix. They're it's
Highly
all
competitive.
full on. It's
Yeah.
like Robbie Gordon, make it or break it. You
Yeah.
know, so they go all out,
lift,
trying
you
to
lose.
break records,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Nice.
what happened. But our Farmington boy, Lauren
Yeah.
Healy, Team Bronco.
RTR.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's backed out of. He's backed up by Ford Performance, man.
Yeah, he
They
is.
threw 1,000 horsepower in his Diablo,
They
so.
put a Godzilla in there, or what did they put in there?
I
They
don't
put something
know,
in
but
it.
it's
Crazy.
top secret. But so Lauren, he calls himself a rock donkey
Yeah.
because he races King of the Hammers.
Nice.
But he goes down there. He puts the Ford Bronco out of Farmington, New Mexico. That truck was built in Farmington. Okay.
Nice.
And RTR, they do a heck of a job, and they got new Broncos that you haven't even seen yet that
Prototype.
are going to be coming
Prototype.
out. So Lauren's on top of the game. He's on top of the world. He's killing it, and he's 505. He represents New Mexico, and he went down to Baja 500, put that Bronco that races rock race class in King of the Hammers Ultra
What?
4, put it in with the trophy trucks, and ended up with 4th place overall.
Oh man, missed podium by that much in a non-disciplined
Dude,
rig.
this is huge for the rock
Upset.
racing community,
Big upset.
for Ultra 4, for everybody
That's
that represents the rock donkey world. So good job, Lauren.
Yeah,
Shout
look
out
on the
to you,
web for
brother.
that. We'll try and
So-
put up some clips and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
For some of our listeners that don't understand the jargon of that discipline, Drew, go over the recap, like you said, the 400, the 500, and 1,000. Explain to them what the relevance is on that. Because that's the length, right? That's
Right.
miles.
Yeah, that's 500 miles start
On
to
whatever
finish.
route, yeah.
Absolutely. Like the Baja 1000, they start up right out of San Diego, out of Tijuana. They start in Ensenada. They go all the way down to La Plaza, or sometimes they'll go down and around through San Felipe and back up.
Wow.
And I mean, it's grueling. It's like 36 hours nonstop. And then the other thing is there's time limits now. So
Oh,
you
wow.
got like
You gotta
30
make it to a
hours.
checkpoint by a certain point,
Exactly.
cut
Or
you
they
loose.
cut you loose.
Because you can't cover.
Exactly.
Yeah, for emergencies,
So
yeah.
when our other teams, our boys are racing down there real hard, and they broke or got too many flats, you're out of time. That's
Yeah.
just it. You ain't gonna make it. So what do? Do you just go for the glory in the finish, or you save your equipment because you're
For the next race.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
every vehicle has to be torn down to the ground and then re-prepped, and it costs
Just
thousands
like
and
drag cars.
thousands of
Buddy
dollars.
Ricky Daniels,
Absolutely.
every time he tears that motor down.
Absolutely. Any
That's awesome.
discipline. Dirt bike racing, drag
Yes.
racing, anything.
Yeah, dirt bike
Same
too.
thing. You got to prep your ride. You got to prep your bike. Same thing.
Nice.
That's the way it goes
Nice.
down. So yeah, but Baja
awesome.
500, it was pretty cool for everybody. New Mexico's proud, of our racers, and
That's some sick stuff.
we got some big news. Moriarty MX. It's the Father's Day coming up this Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna have races out there. All the kids races,
And something else.
all ages, and then Outlaw Desert Racing, Apex.
Yep.
We're having our first test and tune out there this Sunday at 10
Nice.
a.m. So
Nice.
trucks, buggies, UTVs, pre-runners. A lot of these are race vehicles, and we might have some celebrities showing up. I'm
Nice.
not sure.
What
I'm
kind of
just saying.
testing? What's the range of discipline you guys are going to do?
So we have a 1.5 mile track around the Moriarty facility right now that we'll be testing on. But
Nice.
we're testing the jumps. We're trying to build it because we're racing in Moriarty in August.
Nice.
So August 23rd, 24th, we're having our first race.
So this is a good opportunity for people to come out that have competition vehicles to test their equipment, try the new setups, test all their
Exactly.
recoil and testing and gearing and camber and caster and all that kind of stuff in real world situation.
Right, and
Cool.
they're also going to give us some feedback on the track, the big berms,
Yeah.
the big rollers. We have a whoop section,
Yeah.
and we have to test those jumps because hitting those jumps at 80, 90 miles per hour,
You don't wanna
we don't
endo.
want to kick an
Yeah,
endo, exactly.
yeah.
So if you're planning on coming out and testing on our track,
Sign the
we
waiver.
want to make, yeah, absolutely, but you got to make sure you have a safe vehicle. Most of our vehicles are already caged and they're race ready.
You have a basic
the
tech that you
UTVs,
do,
you got to have your helmets and your harnesses, so be prepared for that. And if you're not well equipped and we think it's dangerous, we're not going to let you run.
Right,
So
right.
it's all about safety first and liability. So
Yeah,
but we're
absolutely.
going to have a good time this Sunday. Moriarty MX.
Yeah, Father's Day
Let's
weekend.
go.
Father's Day weekend. Let's do it. I was trying to talk Drew into naming that thing, and it was too late. It was too late in the campaign. I came up with a name. I thought, "Who's Your Daddy?" Test and tune would have been awesome. But
That is awesome. And I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, who's your daddy?
just because it's Father's Day weekend and
Yeah.
everybody's rolling their eyes. Seriously.
So
That's cool, man.
Motorfest, baby.
Hey, check that out.
Yeah.
What is that?
Ooh,
is
check that out.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
We got
nice.
swag. Show them
That's
the swag
nice.
and
Oh,
merch. Swag and
yeah.
merch.
We
So
got
yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
What's
this is
up?
the lanyard.
Holla.
Yeah.
Bam. What's
Yeah,
up?
Yeah. That's a prototype. So yeah, NM Motorfest coming up. We have so much stuff going on. We've got state police coming out to bring some secret vehicles.
Some new rides?
Yeah,
Maybe,
some crazy
possibly?
stuff.
Okay. All right.
And you can take a look at them without them having the lights on behind you. So that's always
Heck yeah,
a good
man.
thing. I've been
Custom bikes?
Yep, custom bikes. I've been hammering, talking to specific people with specific builds. I released a leak. What was it? Yesterday or early this morning. We got a gentleman that signed up. He's got 1,102 horsepower on that Evo. It's crazy. It's a good looking car. We've got our media team locked.
Yep.
Food and beverage vendor spots are done.
Dude, I'm excited about the break dancers.
Oh man, female Zia Queens, they're coming out. Drew and I got to do some construction and set up a safe space for it. But we think we have it handled. We even talked to our buddy John Trapp, the movie set builder, and he had his opinion about that. So thanks, a big shout out to John. But yeah, sponsors are rocking. Of course, this one here, Sandia BMW. I think this is the first time they bring all three brands to an off-site event,
nice.
so we're honored to have that. We've got Yearwood, Universal Transmission. We've got Rebel Road. Rebel Road has access to all kinds of customers' cars, and I'm working on some
rides.
stuff that I know about that's just gonna blow people away. We have Attitude Art. Wait till you see their setup. So he's a local art designer, airbrush artist,
Yeah.
and he's got this square metro van with this huge skull.
Oh, I know. I seen
yeah,
that.
like
That's so
Day of the
awesome.
Dead with his hand on the gear shift and the stuff.
How tall is that
yeah,
thing?
It's massive.
Okay,
It's
all
massive.
right.
Anyway,
You'll see it. You'll see it,
and
definitely.
we're in contact with Alfredo in El Paso, Texas, with FCC Motorsports. He owns El General Humvee 6x6. He's super excited to come out. He actually knows, he has some family up in this area, so it's really cool for him to come up. And El Paso's not so far. We've all been there. So we got Goliath Customs rolling out a new vehicle that no one has seen yet, in addition to their other SEMA builds.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've got Built to Last, the video series. He's coming out. He's going to be selling his merch and things like that. We have the world's first right-hand drive electric Skyline.
Wow.
From SQC, the one that he built for SEMA.
Yeah, I seen that.
Confirmed.
Nice,
It's
nice.
coming. It's
Wow.
coming. We've got Amastillo. That's our buddy. He's bringing out a lot of the slammed lowered truck vibe. He's also our ambassador for the individuals that speak Spanish. So he's out there blasting us. We've got Weeby Racing. I talked to them today, and he's like, "Hey man,
Dirt Bike Nation,
I
baby.
have a few.
Yeah.
I have a few more people than I anticipated, and a few
Bring
more."
it.
And I
Bring
go,
those
"Well, how
bikes
many
out."
vehicles?" And he's like, "Oh man, he's gonna bring the whole he's gonna bring the whole dirt bike thing
I
out
heard
to
like
us."
racing jet skis and
There's all kinds of stuff
what's
coming.
Gonna show
There's,
up. This
there's
is
all
awesome.
kinds of.
Yeah.
We've got Ultimate Finish. They're a local body shop that does work for a lot of people in the scene in certain segments. Apex is going to be out there. We got Napa on board. We've got 99, the Beat FM. Yeah,
That's awesome,
That's
man.
an old school R&B. They've got an ad that they're running for us, and
Excellent.
they're supporting our event. They're a nonprofit as well.
Beautiful.
We got Rio Rancho Tire. We got the wheel repair guys.
Oh, yeah,
they're gonna
Will,
bring
he's
that.
killing it,
Oh
man.
man, they're gonna bring that
Yeah.
wicked RX-7 that has a history here
Yeah.
in the area, and that's coming out.
Yeah.
I saw some work that they were doing to it, and I'm not even gonna tell you. They're doing some sick stuff to that thing.
Well, the wheels on our race truck,
Yep.
they do them. So
Yep.
thank you,
That's
Will.
awesome.
All your staff, you guys
That's-
kill it with the neon yellow powder coating. You
Yep.
make our race truck look good. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you, man.
Family-friendly event. We've got Poor Vita Therapeutics. We were able to secure them.
Oh,
that
is that the
means,
massages?
do you remember when we used to go to the BMX
Yeah.
Nationals, and
Oh,
in between the
absolutely.
races you could get the chair
Right,
massage?
right.
We got them.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Believe it or not, I used to race cruiser
Yeah,
class.
he did. He did good.
33
Yeah.
state champ.
He
yeah,
did it.
what
He
up?
did it. That's the way to do it. So yeah, and then we have the Cowgirl Boot Contest.
Yeah, tell them a
That's
little bit
gonna be
about it.
crazy. So bring your best boots out. We're gonna assemble the contestants. We're gonna have them parade in front on the stage to music,
Nice.
and then it'll be a people judge thing like that.
Awesome.
And we've got more stuff coming on. We've got pinstripers coming out to show you how they do that.
Oh, wow.
We have suppliers, repair
Okay.
shops, builder shops.
Beautiful.
We've got all kinds of stuff. And then Outlaw Desert Racing. You want to tell
Absolutely.
them about that crazy raffle idea I had?
Oh yeah, so we Outlaw Desert Racing is having a raffle, and we want to thank a lot of our sponsors
Yeah.
that are contributing for that
Awesome.
raffle. It's helping for us. We are a 501c3 nonprofit for veterans and first responders, and it helps us gain money to put those riders in their trucks at the races, and also do things off-site. Sometimes we'll have a play day with
Outreach,
the family.
yeah.
We'll have a barbecue. We'll take them out to have a good time, especially when they're in a time of need with their family. So that's what Outlaw Desert Racing does. But check us out, outlawdesertracing.com, for more information.
Yeah, that's awesome. So those of you that are not in a position to be a sponsor vendor in a larger way, and you want to participate, you can help us with the prize vault for the raffle. That's a good way to
Yeah,
get your name out there,
absolutely.
because we announce where
Absolutely.
everything comes from.
We
and
appreciate
it's
all the
low-key.
raffles.
Yeah,
so,
and they're
it
all
helps
donated.
people,
Absolutely.
if they win. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
So-
and then as far as our rides, we're going to be bringing some race trucks and nothing but hardcore. So
Come on.
pre-runners, fully linked, long travel, UTVs, nothing but the best. We got Apex coming out. We
Yeah.
got some cool rides that are going to show up. Also, we got our off-road community representing. We got Syndicate, we got Rio Rancho Off-Road, Albuquerque 4x4, and a bunch of them.
Pre-runners.
So
we got some overlanders coming out that
Yeah.
are registered.
Awesome.
Pop, 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 pop.
oh yeah, man,
It's like
the-
Jiffy Corn Pop.
Oh, absolutely. The Overland community,
Communities,
man.
yeah.
Some of them are $100,000+
It's just
rigs,
cool, man. They just
Yeah.
roll up, and the kids are up there,
Bam.
and they're just like, "What do you want?" Yeah, it's cool.
Solar
it's totally
power,
cool.
refrigerated, everything.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Big shout out to Parnell Law. They're one of our primary sponsors. We really appreciate the support. They've over the years they've been really good supporters.
When you're hurt,
Call Bert.
Boom.
And I met him. He's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
We also have we have Joe, the lowrider man, coming out.
Oh,
to
he's the OG
free,
legend, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
free autographs from the gentleman that created the original lowrider logo.
Oh, and
He lives here now.
we got some lowriders signed up that
Oh,
are
man.
they're the best.
Award
in
winners.
Yeah, they're award winning
Yeah.
in the nation.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
they're gonna be there.
Sick.
So
all disciplines, we always say, if it's got wheels, bring it on out. Unfortunately, you can't just roll up the same day, though. You got to get online at NewMexicoMotorEvents.com.
sign up now.
Register your vehicle and send us a picture. People flipping over the picture. I don't have a good picture. My picture's too big. The picture isn't for judging. We're not excluding anybody. The pictures help us dial in the classes for the awards
Absolutely.
earlier. So when you submit your vehicle, that way, if we have a lot in one particular category, we can do a number of different aspects.
Absolutely.
And our vendor,
So who does that? Who designs the awards around their participants? Boom.
us. Yeah, it's interesting. I took a call from Reggie today. He's doing a lot of different support situations. For,
Reggie's my hero,
Yeah.
man. He,
Reggie Tibbetts.
Him and his sandcar, his buggy, dude.
Oh, yeah,
When
that's
I was
sick.
a little
That's
kid,
sick.
I used to see that car.
Yeah.
And he's one of my inspirations, being into off road all my life.
There you
man.
go.
So,
He's an OG. He's going to be out of town,
Yeah.
so he won't be able to join us with any of his fancy stuff. But
man, he's
here in
going
spirit.
24/7, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how he
His
does it.
retirement is different than everybody else's retirement.
His wife, man. I mean,
Yeah.
props to her because they do a lot of shows.
Yeah, they're all over the
They're
place.
traveling everywhere.
That's cool. And then closer to home, West Side, we got Andy coming down. He's going to be part of our ground team from West Side Cars and Coffee.
Right.
So people say, oh, where's the Cars and Coffee? So here at BMW, they do it once a month. They do the Wheels and Coffee.
Nice.
And then Andy does his West Side Cars and Coffee. And then
Yep. Shout out to Andy.
Yeah, our buddies up at
Love his
Rig,
car.
Rusty's
Yep.
Gold, they
Yep.
do theirs.
Rusty's Gold, Mike over there,
yeah.
doing a great job. He owns the Shark Garage on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Speed Shark.
Speed Shark, I'm sorry.
Him and
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah, he's coming out this Sunday with us
Cool.
to off-road test and tune, so that'll
Nice.
be pretty awesome.
Maybe,
Hope to see you
maybe
soon,
he'll
Mike.
bring his BMW.
He's bringing the Baja Bug, man. Yeah, yeah, heck yeah, man.
No, that's awesome. So yeah, it's a big community. You got Santa Fe Cars and Coffee. You got the East Side Cars and Coffee. I think there's still something going on at Jefferson, but I haven't been there in years. And the Owl Cafe has new owners. I guess
Yeah.
they're still doing events.
Okay, cool.
There's stuff all over the place, man. So yeah.
And then in the off-road scene, Danny Lopez, they're putting UTV runs together. Bobby Sanchez at Razorville's putting
Yeah.
runs together. SMR in Santa Fe, if you guys need an outlet up there, get a hold of those guys at SMR.
Cool. And then Father's Day weekend. So there's one in Edgewood.
Yes, Father's Day car
There's a
show,
car show
and
out
it's
there?
not at Walmart. It's at the park this year.
Nice.
So
Neutral spot.
Yep. So if you
It's not at the
drive
Ford
out there-
dealer and it's not at the
Right,
Walmart
right,
or
it's
not at
down
the
there.
school.
Yeah.
Remember? I've been to all of them.
Yep.
So yeah, we have that, and then there's another one, the Guthrie's first show
Guthrie's
that
Garage, yep.
Reggie's helping with.
Absolutely.
Reggie said he's
That looks
judging
big,
for that.
man. That's
so
cool.
it's Guthrie Garage Father's Day Super National. We'll just throw a bunch of names on there and make it happen.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Heck
So
yeah.
I might stop by there, do a little flyer drop, say hi to people.
Absolutely.
And rock and roll. So that's about it, bro. We're at like 23 minutes.
Nice.
We came in. What else is going on?
Nothing, man.
What'd you break?
We haven't
You
broke
working on
nothing.
it?
Everything's running good right
Yeah.
now. We're solid. We're gonna go prep, test, and tune this weekend to
Well, you're
Sunday.
lucky. You're
So
lucky.
yeah,
That's
man.
good.
So
That's
we're gonna
good.
have a good Father's Day.
I had to get some new rubber for the Cafe Bella shop truck because it lives outside. They finally just didn't like me. And
Yeah.
then I was doing this video shoot. I took the 57 Fairlane down for this
Love
video
that car.
shoot. Thanks, man. And when I shut the door, I broke the window.
What?
Some quirky little flappy thing. Anyway,
okay,
so we'll
knock on
get it
wood,
fixed.
knock on wood. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but
All right.
yeah. So motorcycles, boats, on-road, off-road, muscle, rat rods,
Low riders,
stamps,
everything.
V-Plus,
Boats.
whatever. Yeah, we got some custom.
We got some jet boats
custom
coming.
We're
Drag
trying.
boats?
We're
What?
trying.
What?
We're trying.
What?
We're trying.
And then
So-
we're lining up right now, camping.
UTVs, got them coming?
We got campers coming. They're gonna have awnings out for shade for customers.
Oh, nice, nice.
We're trying to get at least 3 of them out there. So.
Oh
stay
yeah,
tuned.
so let's talk about that. So the way
Yeah.
that this show is set up, because there's not a facility where you can put 300 vehicles plus vendors in one building.
Right. Right.
I mean, you might be able to do it if you stack them at the convention center, but
It's
we
gonna be
wanted
a-
free parking. So the perimeter fence that we have is 1,650 linear feet.
Special shout out to Galloping Goats.
Yep, that's right. They're awesome. And so all the vendors that paid for spaces get the benefit of having shade covers, and they can secure those to
the
that
fence.
fence line.
Yep.
And we've talked to them about pulling their stuff back so people can get out of the sun
Right.
and talk with them. And then there's club packs, 5 or more, that they get a space for theirs. They'll have their banner up, so they're able to talk to it too. But we're also going to have a dining area that's near the food trucks that has
right.
cover.
Yep.
We also have an owner's lounge for the solo riders that are not part of a club that is going to be in another area that's covered. And then Paul Caputo, the Marine,
Yep.
Toys for Tots,
Toys for Tots.
he's loaning us some additional shade covers, and Drew and I are looking at the map. We're going to put those up near the stage, I think on the left and the
Nice,
right,
okay.
so that people can congregate up there. So we'll have shade covers, so you can't bring your random pop-up and just think you're going to put it in the middle of the show. That's not a thing. That's not going to happen. You can't bring food and beverage. You can't bring beer. You can bring bottled water if it's in a clear container. This is for safety and security. This is a gated event. Once we set up everything, everybody goes out. They get their armbands and credentials, and then they come in at check-in. We have EMTs, Rio Rancho PD. It's a family-friendly event. We want everybody to have a good time, and the weather report's looking good. It is going to bring warm. Bring sunscreen if you want to bring an umbrella or a hat. That's recommended. We will have shade there, but it's summer, man. What are you going
And
to do?
this is going to be an energetic, or
High energy. Yeah, a
high
lot of
energy
stuff
show,
going on.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
we got DJs. We're going to have some loud music. We're you
3
know,
or 4 MCs.
right. So, just
So it's
to
gonna
let
stay
you know,
moving.
you
Yeah,
know.
high energy. Yeah, it's not sleepy
Absolutely.
time. Yeah, it's
Right.
not one of those events that you go to where there's pop-ups everywhere and there's people eating burritos, sitting in their chairs and not wanting to talk to you. It's a total different vibe.
Right.
This is a festival, and it's high energy. We have a lot of activities to go through to get to awards at 4 o'clock, and then get that presentation done, and then get everybody organized, wrapped up, and controlled rollout.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
it's solid,
it's
man.
rocket.
Good job.
It's
man.
rocket. Good
and
job
they're
to you.
pouring in too.
Yeah, yeah.
Entry. So again, you got to register as soon as possible because
Yeah, no
once
day
we're
of
locked
entries.
in,
Yeah, no day
we
of
can't get
entries.
no more in there. That's it. We're cutting it off. So
Yeah. So if you have an interest in being involved, food and beverage,
That's
we're
already
done.
locked down.
Yeah,
We've
we're
got
done.
them all
We've
in.
got plenty.
Yep.
Because we started marketing over a month ago, those went quick.
Yep.
Those went really quick. And now the vendor spots are starting to get a little tight, but we still have room. If you guys are out there, you want to get involved, you want to bring your brand out. And we've got some real neat participants for vendor sponsors that are coming out that I'm not
Yeah,
even going to. I
absolutely.
mean, we picked up some neat stuff this week that I'm not even going to tell anybody. I want it to be a total surprise. People are going to go, holy crap, they're here? I don't even think they do this. Well, that's right, they don't. But they're coming to this one to do it.
Oh, and also shout out to the Porta Potty King.
Oh, AAA.
Yep,
AAA.
AAA.
Is it AAA or
You-
AAA?
It's AAA.
Okay, cool.
You see them at Balloon Fiesta all the
Pumping
time.
and service,
They're,
yeah.
They're New Mexico proud,
Yep.
and they're helping us out. So we want to thank Mike and his family and
Yeah.
all the staff, all the guys that work hard in
Super
those
helpful.
trucks.
Super
So,
helpful. They were super
absolutely.
kind with us. They came in as a sponsor,
Yeah.
made things work for us, and then
American Restoration
came
Water
in
and Fire.
too. Yep.
Yes,
They came in
they're
too.
helping us with the dumpster, so
Which
thank you
is a
very
huge,
much.
huge thing.
Haul it in, haul it out,
Yeah.
So we're gonna dump it all in there, and we're gonna have a clean facility when
Get
we're
it
all
going.
done. So
And don't forget, guys, every Friday night, 50 weeks a year, you got tacos and rides at Cafe Bella Coffee. And because it's summer, we've been getting the coolest stuff out. Our fair weather enthusiasts, I like to say. But yeah, you can come and talk to us at that event if you've got burning questions and you're uncomfortable with doing things online or whatever. And we'll help you. We'll tell you what to expect, how to get registered for the show. And we're available, man, on all our channels.
That's it.
Drew, he's
I'm
over
on
there.
the off-road scene. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send it.
Yeah, Outlaw Desert Racing's got like 92,000 followers, so a big audience. I think he has like 5 or 6 other pages. Contact him on any of those. And then, of course, New Mexico Motor Events has a fleet of different brands. You can contact us on any one. And we actually have a phone number, and my phone's tied up there, so I don't
Yeah.
know it, but I'll post it up in the description.
Yeah,
We have
absolutely.
a customer service phone number that's different than a personal number.
And we
So
got Apex Pro Design. They're designing all the merchandise.
They're doing all kinds of
doing
stuff,
all
bro.
that. Nice, yeah.
They're building
They're
vehicles,
amazing
they're
over
racing, they're doing our merch, they're doing our awards, they're retailing it. Oh, the online store launched.
They did this hat too,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, shout out
Sweet.
to Apex.
The
Yeah.
online store for merch pre-sales is open. You can go in there. If you want to get something before the event, you can.
Yep, buy it
It's
now.
totally easy. You just boop, 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 go on there. And we're going to go ahead and put a link on our website for that too.
Okay,
So
awesome.
at New Mexico Motor Events, so that you say, looking for merch for NM Motor Fest. Yeah, look at this,
All
prototype.
right, cool.
All right, man, 29 minutes and 49 seconds.
we out?
We're out of here.
All right.
All right, guys, hit us up if you have questions. We'll see you next time. Michael Gonzalez, New Mexico Motor Events, and
Drew Garcia, Outlaw Desert Racing.
yeah, thank you to BMW. We're out of here.